section 10.1, money. There's three uses of money: the medium of exchange, unit of account, and store value of money. Money is defined as anything that serves as a medium of exchange, and a unit of account that, and a store of value. Money also serves as a need of individuals and society in many ways. It provides means for comparing values of goods and services, and it serves as a store. Without it, we cannot get what we want or need. Medium of exchange, anything that is used, and everything that's in bold is vocab words, so I would definitely write them down. That is anything that is used to determine value during the exchange of goods and services. And barter, a lot of people still barter today, like especially in places like Asia, Africa, and Latin America. They'll trade for one good for another, like this guy's trading a piece of meat for a fish. And it's like, for example, let's say like you have a DVD player and you're wanting a mountain bike, so you need to find, in order to barter with someone, you need to find someone that has the mountain bike that they think is worth your DVD player to trade them for, and that they will be willing to trade for. Money has been used as a medium of exchange for thousands of years. Unit of account. Money provides a mean for comparing value of goods and services. So let's say, an example of this is, let's say like a jacket that you've looked in several stores for has been overpriced, and you finally found a store that's selling your jacket for $30. You compare the cost with the other jackets, and you would probably definitely buy the $30 one just because it's cheaper. So it's
It's good. You can just cut it out. Go back to the same slide and just cut it and make it shorter.
So a unit of account is money that provides a mean for comparing values of a goods and service. So like, let's say you go to different stores looking for a certain type of jacket and they're all over $50 and you finally found one that's 30, you would definitely probably buy the $30 one just because it's cheaper. Money as a store value. Money keeps its value if you decide to hold on to it instead of spending it. So like, if you keep a dollar bill for 10 years, it's probably still going to be worth $1 in 10 years. And it doesn't matter how long you keep it. Inflation. So like, if, let's say like a DVD player was you bought a DVD player for $100, and then we're gonna trade it for a mountain bike that's also $100. So inflation increased the mountain bike to $110, and your DVD player would still be worth $100. So then you couldn't get the mountain bike that you wanted. The 6 characteristics of money: durability, portability, divisibility, uniformity, limited supply, and accessibility. Durability and portability. Money must withstand the physical wear and tear that comes with being used over and over again. It's like, you'll see some dollar bills that have tears and rips and stains on them. If they're really in bad condition, you can take it to a bank and they'll exchange you for a newer dollar. Coins last for a long while, while some collectors have ancient Roman coins. Bills may only last a certain number of years, but the government can replace them easy. The Federal Reserve System, which was created by Congress, and that's what creates all the money for us. And coins are made out of copper and zinc and nickel, with nickel in it, and bills are made out of linen and cotton. And linen is just a form of cloth with, and it has, like, to create the faces and stuff on it in different colors, they use synthetic fibers. Money can be taken everywhere. Like, you can fold a dollar bill several times and fit it into your pocket. And it can easily be transferred from one person to another because it's literally just paper and it's not that heavy. And bills can be formed into perfect fit and coins are lightweight. Divisibility and uniformity. Money can be divided down as low as 1 cent, and when money is divisible, people can use as much of it as necessary for an exchange. Any 2 units of money must be uniform in terms of what they will buy. So like, we could use like pencils as money instead of money or whatever, but that wouldn't make sense because the government has said that money is worth so much. And then any 2 units of money, people must be able to count and measure money accurately. A dollar bill will always be worth $1 of goods. Limited supply and accessibility. If money was available everywhere, it wouldn't be worth anything. The Federal Reserve System, like I said, they keep it to a limited supply of money because if they just kept printing money over and over and over again, money could potentially become worthless due to inflation. Everyone in the economy must be able to take the objects that serve as money and exchange them for goods and services. So like, everybody has to accept that a dollar bill is worth $1 and a $5 bill is worth $5 and so forth. Money is just a piece of metal or paper. Source of money value. Bills and coins have very little value within themselves. Like I said, bills are made out of cloth and cotton and synthetic fibers, and coins are made out of copper with zinc or nickel in them. Sources of money value: commodity money, representative money, and fiat money. Commodity money consists of objects that have value in and of themselves that are also used as money. So like, this guy's trading a fish for some corn seeds or whatever. So yeah. And the usefulness of an object gives them their value. So like, let's say you're living in a really hot place and you're making a blanket, but you don't really need that blanket because you live in a hot place, so you're usually hot and not gonna need one. So like, someone that lived in the cold would trade you something that'd be useful for you in the heat because they would need that blanket to keep warm. These items may not be as portable or divisible. Like a fish, you can't just carry around a fish all the time. And representative money, use of objects that have value solely because the holder can exchange them for something else of value. So like, gold and silver were the first forms of money, and so like, they would find gold and just keep it, but it was getting heavy for them to carry around, so they would have blacksmiths hold on to their things, and the blacksmith would just give them a receipt of how much gold or stuff they would have, and they would measure that by weight. And then eventually they started to like form gold and silver into several other things like coins and block shapes and tickets, just to make them easier to carry around. They changed to receipts that became gold and silver. Fiat money in order of decree, or decree. Money has president's face on it, which is with a bunch of numbers and other federal things on it. This piece of paper is important because the government says it is. No one just said. So like, if you had a piece of, like, if your brother gave you a piece of paper that said he'll pay you $20 or He'll pay you $20 to do all his chores for him. He might not pay you. He might not pay you after you do all the chores because he just gave you a piece of paper that's worth nothing. It's worth something because it has the decree on it, which makes it an acceptable means of paying of debt. It's a limited supply, which makes it more valuable.